Hi everybody, I'm going to review Pimsleur, Pimsleur language learning app. It is an app that you can find on web and in a mobile app. It has over 50 languages, English to over 50, and then 14 languages to English. The levels vary, so it has 150 lessons per language is what I found, although I only looked at Spanish and Arabic, so it may vary by other languages. I didn't look at all of them. The activity is learning a language online or on the go. The media is text and auditory mostly, and then driving. They also has a driving mode, so that's awesome. And then operating system is mobile app for iOS or Android, desktop for Mac and Windows, and it's compatible with the Amazon Echo, which is a total bummer because I have a Google Home and not an Amazon Echo, but that's for another day. Supplemental software, there's none. And then documentation, you can find this at pimsleur.com. And they also have an overview of their methodology at pimsleur.com/the Pimsleur method. And I'll go into that a little bit later. The price, you can get a 7-day trial for free, and then after that it's $14.95 for the standard version or $19.95 for the premium per month. You can also, on the website I couldn't find this, but on the application I did find that you can purchase just one single language, and the price varies depending on the language. So for instance, I think Spanish was $150 for the whole thing. And then for 150 lessons, but Arabic was, I think, $195 for 150 lessons, so it varies a little bit. General description, it's basically, I've actually used this myself. I use it for learning Spanish, Italian, and Chinese, and I really like it. It focuses on listening, speaking, and then a little bit of reading. The one that I used was actually just from the library, and it was like CDs. When we had CDs, more popular, but my car actually still plays CDs. But anyway, I would just listen to it and then repeat after the speaker, and then they walk you through a conversation, and you have to respond as if you're one of the people participating in the conversation. And it repeatedly spaces out the same questions or asks you to respond appropriately to a prompt. Yeah. So, and then I've already said this, so I won't do that again. Okay, the technology features, it's easy to use. I was actually very excited to see how easy it is to use on the mobile and the desktop app, because I've never looked at those before. I just always use the CDs, but they're ancient now. So that was kind of cool. I think I might actually buy this for myself after this. But so the intuitive, has an intuitive interface, is very easy to use. One-tap interactions was very quick and easy. The audio files were very clear. Courses are pre-built, so then students can start using it right away. Pedagogical features. I really think that the way that they built this is very interactive, and the experience is quite different than something like Duolingo. It doesn't sound different, but it actually is quite different when you actually do it, because I've done Duolingo before also, and it just doesn't have the same effect on my language learning that the Pimsleur method did for me. So they use conversations, so it's real life interactions or life-like interactions. Methodology that they use is graduated interval recall. So you will be quizzed on things from lesson 1, and then it will reappear in lesson 5, and then maybe again lesson 10. So you're building upon scaffolding your learning. Principles of anticipation. I think this is also a big one. They give you a certain amount of time to respond, and so it kind of gives you a sense of urgency that you need to recall the thing that they're asking you. It helps you work on core vocabulary, and it is organic learning, and I agree with that. Those are all the claims on the website, and I agree with them. So the teacher fit, they're pre-built, so students can start using it right away. The cost is a little pricey. Some people might think it's okay if you don't have a lot of students. or if you push the cost to the students, it's not terribly expensive, and it just depends on how much you want to get out of it, I suppose. I think it may be best to just use it as an optional supplement for a class to say, hey, if you are really like gung-ho about this, here's a way to really make some fast progress. The materials, as I said, are pre-built. The one bad thing is there's no teacher dashboard. You can't create groups. There's no community or social integrations. So those are some limitations that I feel could make this application a lot better, because when you are able to use it with others, then you have, especially people that you may have a chance to interact with in that language. I think there could be a huge benefit there that they're potentially missing out on. Learner fit, every lesson is 30 minutes, so they're great for on the go. You know exactly how long they're going to be. I listen to them in my car on my way to work and on my way home, and that worked out perfect for me. And actually on the app it has driving mode, which is cool. But I don't have that. I just, had CDs. The cost, I think this depends on the learner, right? If you are taking a class and you're trying to get better, like for instance, I was taking Chinese at the Chinese school. I was teaching English there, and I took Chinese just so I could interact with some people more easily, and just because I wanted to. And I got the Pimsleur Chinese from the library in addition to taking Chinese at the school, and the teachers were very excited about how I was progressing really quickly, but I really credit it to obviously spending more time studying, but also the Pimsleur method I think really is effective for me personally. I don't know that I would normally consider myself an auditory learner, but in this situation, I can say without a doubt that it benefited me greatly. Also, I think it depends on how disciplined you are. If you were willing to pay for this to get the 150 lessons, and you actually did one lesson every day, you would get it done in 150 days. So that would reduce the overall cost of paying for it. However, if you're not very disciplined, you could easily burn through 150 days and not, get your money's worth out of it. Usability, registration was very easy. They had, quick login with Facebook, Google, etc. So I just quickly logged in with my Facebook. It was one click. And I was able to do that on mobile and the desktop. I did both. It was very quick. And effectiveness, I would definitely say this is very effective, but not for every language. They don't have sign language, which is kind of a bummer. Maybe I will build it myself. Okay, so I did a screen recording of my phone, and I just wanted to walk you through a few things here. So this is the first lesson. Okay, so basically they start walking you through, they start with a conversation and they walk you through how to have that conversation yourself. So this is the first lesson. That was the introductory part, or the meet and greet here. And then they have the phrases, survival skills, speak and understand. I'll click through each one of those. So we have the reading skills, flashcards, quick match, speakeasy, etc. So I'm going to turn the volume down because it is a little loud, and just kind of comment as it goes through. So the reading lesson is nice. They let you click on the different words, and each word it pronounces it for you, and then you can pronounce it yourself. They also have some pronunciation explanations. So it tells you about how to say some of the different letter combinations. Okay, so I want to go forward a little bit on this instead of going through all the different words, but you can see here that they let you go through and you're supposed to repeat after the speaker. They also start to do phrases more and more as you go along through the lessons. And then for this part right here, I actually clicked on this little icon right here, and that shows what the translation is. And then this was the information, the little I. Oops. The little I up here has a little bit about Spanish. Okay. And then we'll go forward. Okay, this is the flashcards. And so I'll just show you how this, so you can choose which direction you want to learn in, you know, Spanish to English or English to Spanish. And you just quickly click on it. It actually has audio, so you can see the little audio. So they actually read you the word at the same time that you see it, which I really like. Just really helps reinforce it for me. And I did this pretty quickly, and then that's the end. Okay, great. And then I will show you the quick match. So they actually, I'll turn the audio up so you can hear it. Oh, okay. For some reason it's not working now. So, oh no, it is here. There is no audio on this one. Okay. Okay, let me fast forward. Okay, so that's the quick match, and then they have the speak easy. And so when you click on the boxes, this one does have audio. Although it's not working now for some reason, I'm not sure. Anyway, it worked on my phone, so I could hear it on my phone. And you just click on the boxes and it reads it to you, so you can see the words and then listen to the audio at the same time. And then, oh, this was the speed round, one of the other features. So this one, it took me a minute to figure out. I didn't actually do this correctly. So you have to click on these words down here. So it took me a second to figure out what I was supposed to do. But once I figured out what I was supposed to do, then it went a lot faster. So as the words, you know, trail down, you click on the interpretation or the translation here at the bottom. And the last thing I wanted to do was just show you quickly, this is the desktop version. You can see what they have for their top languages, and then, you know, the other languages, if you click on, you can see all the other languages for both ways. And then I gotta move this up a little so I can go back. Okay, yeah. And then you can see here they have everything built down for you, you know, explaining how the application works. So, in summary, I think that Pimsleur is a great way to learn a language. I do think that there are some limitations. Like, I think it was most effective for me when I did it in conjunction with a structured class. But I did actually use it for a good review before I went to Italy, because I speak Italian, and so but I don't speak Italian very often. So it was a great way for me to do a quick review before I went to Italy. It was a great way for me to be able to have short conversations with people at the Chinese school. I plan to use it some more for Spanish. My daughter's in a bilingual Spanish-English school, so I'm hoping that I can start to get into doing this a little bit on the side, or maybe after I'm done with the PhD, to be able to speak with the teachers and the children at the school, and, you know, speak more Spanish at home so my daughter can be more fluent. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Have a great one. Bye.